You know, you felt a large impact last night. Okay. Welcome back to Coral Islands, everybody. Today is Friday, the 12th of fall. Thanks for being here. We have watering going on everywhere except over here. So we have all of this. We planted all of this yesterday. And we have plants everywhere except right here, which I missed, but that's fine. So we have a lot of crops. These are all grapes. We have bok choy, various other vegetation. And yeah, it's a great thing because we're going to try to maximize profits before we get into winter. And then once we get into winter, this portion down here is going to stay the same for the most part. We will put in some tier 2 sprinklers now that we got them to make things more efficient, but the basic layout will stay the same. They'll just be different sprinklers in here. We won't have all of these tier 1 sprinklers, which will mean we'll be able to put more crops in. And up here, these are already tier 2 sprinklers. These two right here, we have room for 2 more tier 2 sprinklers in these 2 sections, but we can't right now. We just can't. Then I will be probably moving the scarecrow so we can fit another same size farm as this over here. But that won't happen until winter, in case you're wondering. But what I'm excited about is we got kegs and we got grape juice in there. So that's percolating. We have our mason jars with jam. We made some compost and some gold bars, of course. And I'm super excited about that. I'm actually let me get enough. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these gold bars, keep the cash flowing. Because right now, until we get, I've said that I keep saying that we're really starting to move, but we have to make sure the engine goes until we get it to where it needs to be in terms of that type of stuff. So we're going to put the cranberries in storage until our jams get done. And then once they get done, we will move them out of that location. We'll put the cranberries in and we'll make some more cranberry jam, and we'll sell the cranberry jam that's being processed right now, which is, I want to say almost done, but it's not really. It's getting closer, but it's not almost done. But we're getting closer. We don't have that many. I mean, because of the inefficiency of our farms, we still have to keep watering stuff. But as soon as we hit winter, that won't be the case. Where we won't be watering every day, and it'll be much easier to handle. The big news is our barn and chicken coop are done. So that means we can plant. We can bring in cows and chickens and start them and get them going. That means we get to name them and all this fun stuff. And so we're probably going to do that a little bit today. What we're going to do is I'm trying to decide if I'm ready. Excuse me, if I'm ready to go get farm animals. And the reason I say that is because they're a little pricey. And they do pay for themselves over time. It's just getting there is, I mean, the chickens are okay, but the cows, I mean, so we have a chicken coop, and so we can theoretically put 2 chickens and 2 ducks in there. Or we could put, and that's really what you want, and so we'd have to build another one for quails later, and then we would have to build another barn for sheep, for goats. But let's just get going, and we'll get heading in the right direction. So we're going to put, obviously, we're going to put the chicken there. I'm going to name these chickens. Just, I'm not even really sure what I want to name these chickens. Let's go with, I think we'll name this chicken. I don't know. Let's go with Ava, maybe. Seems like a good name. And then we'll get another one, and we'll name it. Let's name it Journey. And if you're wondering, these aren't random names. These are names that do have meaning to me, but it probably don't have names to you. They probably don't have meaning to you. We'll name a duck. What do we want to name the duck? Let's name the duck. Let's name the duck Isaac. And then we'll get another duck. And we'll name it, I don't know what we want to name it. Yeah, maybe we will. Let's name it Landon. And so we have our coop filled with 2 chickens and 2 ducks. And then we'll get a cow. We're going to put it in our barn. And I'm going to name this one Seth. And then we'll get another one, and I'm going to name it. Yep, of course. Yes, in the barn. We're going to name it Nolan. And we're almost done. And so that's going to be it for today. We don't have enough for sheep right now. So you'll be fine. We'll get it eventually. I'm not terribly worried about it right now. Well, let's go get some hay, put it in the hay stall, and get them feeding. No, let's actually do this. Let's not feed them. We're not going to worry about feeding them right today. We're going to go inside. We're going to pet them. And then we're going to open the barn and let them out. I'm going to go inside here. And I'm going to pet these ladies. All these people. There's Landon. There's Ava. There's Isaac. And there's Journey. We'll go back outside and we'll open the barnyard so they can go outside and get some food. And then we can continue with our day. So now we have cows, chickens, and ducks on our farm. And now the rest of the day, we're still going to go out and look for that elusive thing that I keep alluding to. Because, like I said there before, there's no reason to talk about it until we actually have it. So that's what we're looking for. And we're going to pick up everything that we get. And then after we get done foraging and catching everything there's a catch, then we're going to find some people to talk to, and we're going to talk to them and give them gifts and probably hang out with them at least a little bit. And I think we missed somebody's birthday yesterday, which, you get into playing this game and you just forget about things. And it's fine because there's more, because we have other years, we have more other, stuff going on, and we'll get there eventually. There's no need to fret about it. If we can get that guy, that would be huge. But I don't know that we are going to be able to. I'm going to try. Almost. Not quite, but almost. But good start. Come over the bridge, see if there's anything over here worth getting or foraging or trying to catch. Get that. Scott's up there, kind of acting a little suspicious at least. Not really sure if that's just me or he's actually acting suspicious. Missed that one because I didn't see it in time. Just continuing to search for come on. Looking for that. I can't. I'm obviously a little surprised that we haven't come across one yet. Because I don't think in any of my playthroughs I've ever had this happen. Or this thing has taken so long for me to see it or to merge, or because usually I've seen at least one of these by now. And generally speaking, there's only 1 or 2 per season that I ever actually see. And so I'm really keeping my eyes peeled for this thing that I keep sort of mentioning, but at the same time not mentioning. I'm full. How am I? Oh my! I'm like, how am I full? I've barely done anything, and I'm full. How do I not have any space for this? What? There's not one already in there. There's not. All right. I can't help but just feel like I'm wasting so much time just not getting stuff nailed down faster and figured out. And oh, stop! All the things. All right. I didn't. How did I not get this already? I don't know, but I didn't. And that's gold, so I'm going to put, make some cranberries out. trying to do this as fast as I possibly can. People. And sometimes it's just not fast enough. That's just the way things are. All right, let's now that I get some juice. Now that I get some osmium grape juice. Let's put this in here. Let's come back over here. Sell these guys. Let's get some grapes, which I don't have any of hardly. So, all right, so let's get, let's come down to the juice makers and get some more juice rolling. And actually, I shouldn't have used that here. Let's make some osmium crayon juice. Let's just say put this stuff back in storage now. Let's get some lower quality stuff for jam out. Put the higher quality stuff back in there. And let's not use the bottom end in case somebody needs stuff for Quest or whatever. That'll be good. Well, and let's do, oh my gosh. Start getting rid of some of this. I keep forgetting about stuff, guys. I'm just like, I feel like I'm kind of running around a little bit like a chicken with my head cut off a little bit. And that's not intended. It's just a byproduct of how my brain can work sometimes, which is this juice done? No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. Back to what we were doing before we got distracted. It's now 1 o'clock. The day is rapidly the day is rapidly getting away from us, and I'm not happy about that. But you know, that's kind of the way how this game gets. We don't have stuff going, you kind of lose track of the day. It's kind of takes, and it gets easier as you get going. I'm going to have a conversation with Bree here. And we just loved gardening, but who'd have thought I'd have enjoyed making a life out of it? There are a lot of wild fruit here for some reason. Oh my, very generous of you. Thank you. Welcome, Bree. So we're talking to, and let's not just talk to Bree. Let's talk to everybody. Let's talk to the other 3 that are here since we're here right now, and there happen to be other people here. There's no other way to spend the day than being outside, especially in weather like this. There's so much more than running a vineyard and shipping wine. I have to maintain relationships with our buyers, which means inviting them over for dinner every once in a while. I keep the business relations separate from my personal ones. With good business partners, I can't risk getting too close and damaging the relationship. Okay. Well. The Harvest Festival is right around the corner. I'm intrigued to see what you have up your sleeve, Farmer Benaiah. Luke is protective of Taco. He would break his heart if Taco ever, you know. All right, so three people. Built relationship with, talk to 3. And it's 2:00 now. There's Pablo, which is, hey buddy. I can't wait for the Harvest Festival. I wonder what everyone is going to show. Is that all you wanted to say to me, buddy? Oh, I thought you were done. For Raphael's birthday last week, I gave him some cake from the tavern. He seemed to like it. Next summer, I'm going to remind myself to set aside one piece of onyx for his birthday, because I know Raphael loves onyx. All right, so that's a couple people that, didn't intend to give Pablo something, didn't intend to Luke or Walter necessarily, or Bray, and we just keep seeing people. There's Paul. Thankfully, most of the trees here are renewable. And the fact that we plant many trees every year really helps the environment. There are certain parts of the island we don't touch at all, and I'm glad for the restriction. Hopefully, we can teach our children to respect wildlife and reserve some space only for them. Dippa. Ugh. Another festival is coming up. It's so exhausting going to so many community events. I'd rather stay at home, but Emma wants to go. Well, at least there are free mooncakes. Town life isn't so bad. Socializing is so exhausting. I think I'll avoid fish and chips this weekend. You want to? If you want to, lady, if you want to. I'm not really sure why you would, but okay. Somebody trying to make you go to Fish and Chips? We've run across a lot of people that I didn't really expect to, and ones I weren't planning to give gifts to, but I'm like, you know what? If I don't do it, I may not do it, so I should probably just do it right now and just kind of get it over with. That way I don't have to do it later. Because you do need to build relationships with everybody on this island, just not whoever. Looking forward to Betty's mooncakes. It's a shame she doesn't make them more often. I haven't noticed the ruins in the temple if you haven't noticed, the temples and the ruins in the temple tell stories. They're all about the island's history and folklore. I should give her a gift first. And now we will just hang out with her. Let's hang out at the, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go to the inn, maybe have yeah, sure. Let's have some tea with Sahara here. Did you have a breather? All right, break's done. All right, so now that we're down here, I should have tried to hang out some place closer to where we were already, but it's all right. Gives us a start. What is this? Do I have this? I don't know what this creature is. Not that I've really looked hard, but oh, a red admiral. We have plenty of those. Unfortunately, it's not yet 6, but it will be soon. But that'll be fine, and all of that'll be fine. The beach isn't the place to sell coffee. Not freshly brewed, anyway. In cans? Yeah, maybe. At the beach, with the wind blowing, sand all over. Yeah, no. My hair gets sticky fast lately. Kinda hate it. Is yours that way too? Not really. No, Raj, stop. Oh my gosh, stop, buddy. I don't want to eat flowers. You need to stop and let me get my gift out so I can give you a gift, dude. Ugh. I can get you. I've got you before, but I've got them in traps before, so. I've actually not gotten them before, so. But I've got them in traps, but it's not quite the same. Unfortunately. Mark's down here. I guess we'll talk to Mark. Maybe. Do I have something to give him? Yeah, I do. Okay. Now this is Watu. Is humming a sea shanty. What are you looking at? Don't ever think I've actually built a relationship with Watu before. So it's good that we're getting started. I don't know that we're going to encounter anybody else that we might want to talk to today. We don't have a lot of time because they're going to be turning in very soon. So this is probably where we're just going to end up getting to and just being like, well, we did this, this, and this, and that's really all we could do because reasons. And that's fine. I think it was Zahara who built relationship with Luke, Bree, Watu, Walter, Raj. So, I mean, all in all, could have been better, could have been worse, just like a lot of other things. And mostly just to take the good with the bad. If we do come across somebody and we have time to hang out, then we'll try, but If we don't, that's fine too, because we got some barnyard animals. We started making wine, all this. Ooh, there's somebody to talk to. And I have a flower right here. No, that's not a flower. Do I have a flower? Please tell me I have a flower. I don't have a flower. Of course I don't have a flower. Yeah, Miss Theo's birthday yesterday. Totally just... Bok choy, we might can do that. I don't know how for, but maybe. So we do want to come back here. Well, come back over here for these flowers. And then if Emily's still out, we'll talk to her. If not, can't let it work. Can't let it bother us too much. Of course it will, but... So basically everything that we've collected. Is she still going to be a host? Question. I can't. Didn't see that. Wasn't really looking for it. She's still out. Cool. There are plenty of wild mushrooms and berries around the school. I haven't checked lately, though. If you're looking for an easy dish, try this. You can put vegetable. You can put fruit and a vegetable on the grill, then drizzle some honey for a fantastic, colorful meal. All right. Sounds good. Is there anybody else that happens to be out and around? Zahara's out, of course. She is. Already talked to her. Is Erica going home? I can't. She might be going home. She's still out. Yeah, it looks like she's going home. If we can't get to her, then she's, yeah, a little late. There are a lot of in Fish and Chips. So maybe we'll go do that. Let's go to Fish and Chips. And see who's in there. Because we have one additional flower. All right, so Eva, we have the adventurers here, the brother, sister, Frank, Mayor Connor, Noah, Eva, Charles, Raj and Ben, it looks like. Just Antonio. It's Antonio. I haven't. It's Antonio. Make a decent. I make a decent amount of money at my store. Well, I used to, anyways. When there were a lot of tourists before the oil incident, my visits here are never not special in the fall. All right, that's good. So I don't think I don't need it how much. I don't like it. I guess it's because I actually love. I can make myself the dishes. I can actually, whatever. Frank and Betty still have the best red velvet cake recipe in town, though. It's nice to get out every once in a while, and I don't have to cook. And this is my kind of music. Can we? I don't know. Can we go? Let's play. Let's play darts, I guess. Oh, fun. Hanging out with you always brightens my day. So we'll do this and then we'll call it good. It's going to be super late. So we talked to a lot of people, gave a lot of gifts. Made a lot of things a lot better. And now only because it's almost 11 o'clock, I think we should head home and go to bed. And we'll see how much money we made. We'll see what tomorrow has in store, if anything. And at least papaya's done. Nope, not till tomorrow. All right, that's fine. All right, so let's see what happens. If we got relationships or whatever. Made 4,700, which is not bad. Could have been better, of course. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.